I'm Dan. I'm the founder of Ohio Spirit Hunting and Investigating Team, and I'd like to take a minute to remake our About Us video. It turns out I really underestimated the creepy factor of talking into a videotape in a corner of my room. So the first one that we made, I was a little out of my element. So I wrote a script and I'm back and I'm going to try to remake this video. And I apologize to anybody that sat through that first piece of crap. But I'd like to take a little bit of time to talk about who we are and what we do. We're a paranormal investigating team out of the Northwest Ohio. We do our investigations free of charge to anybody in the area afflicting or being afflicted by paranormal activity. We try to find natural explanations for everything, all the reported activity. We try to find a natural explanation. We're very scientific, so we're not going to be using psychics or anything like that when we do our investigations, or for any reason really. When we do find evidence, we try to make sure it's very clear and it's unedited. We don't even really amplify. Maybe sometimes, every now and then, we might have to amplify something, but for the most part, we don't edit our stuff at all. I mean, if it's going to sound computerized or something like that, we're not even going to post anything like that. But that's that. And our equipment, we have 8 IR cameras, a camcorder with an IR illuminator. Now IR is infrared light, and infrared light is a light that's invisible to the naked eye, but it's cameras and stuff can pick it up. It allows a camera to see in complete darkness, so that's a big advantage to us. We also have electromagnetic field detectors, or EMF detectors, and K2 meters. Both these devices measure electromagnetic fields. An EMF detector gives you more accurate reading of the current level of electromagnetic field, while the K2 meter gives you detects rapid fluctuations in the field that an EMF detector wouldn't normally be able to detect. So they both come in very handy in the field. We also have audio for all the cameras, digital voice recorders, and digital camera for still pictures. We're trying to get a full spectrum camera. Hopefully we can add that in the mix pretty soon. The only piece of equipment right now that seems out of reach for us would be thermal camera. So hey, if you like what we do, go ahead and donate to us. You got a button on the left hand side. If you're on our website right now, there's a little donation button for us. All donations will just go to batteries and gas and new equipment, so feel free to do that. Our investigations, like to talk a little about our investigations and how we do things. We like to investigate 3 consecutive nights at a location. The first night and the third night are very typical scientific investigations, and the second night we try to focus a little bit more about some of the theories in the field. You might see us flood an environment with electromagnetic fields, hoping to spark some kind of paranormal activity or something to that nature. Maybe reenact something that in the past that sparked a reaction, a paranormal reaction. We might bring in some trigger objects, stuff like that. But the first and the third night are just basically the scientific. They're all scientific. We'll be doing the same thing all night. It's just the second night. We'll be doing a couple things on top of that. We split up into 3 teams. We have an investigation team that is inside the location. They're the ones doing the investigating. They've got the EMF detectors and EVP recorder. They're the ones in the location. We have a home base team that sits at the home base and monitors our DVR equipment and the cameras. We also have someone that sits at home base that logs everything, all that, anything that's experienced, from whether it be paranormal activity, natural activity, to unexplained activity. They log the location of everybody at every time. And we also have a third team, the perimeter team, who they make sure no one enters or leaves the location. They also report any possible activity they've been going outside. Something, that could be a car drives by, or some kids walk through the yard and are talking or something like that. They report that back to home base, so that can be logged. Anything that could possibly contaminate the investigation. That's what the perimeter team's here for. And every aspect of our investigation is completely, subject to approval by the homeowner. So if you've got a location you'd like to have investigated and you don't so much like some of our techniques or something like that, you know, don't be afraid to give us a call. We can work with anybody. We're not going to ask anybody to do anything they're uncomfortable with in their own home. So, okay. Well, that's about it. That wraps it up for us here. So go ahead and follow us on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, and please subscribe. And we really hope you you enjoy the videos we give you, and thanks for watching.